Margaret, the curator, and particularly to the individual artists who have shared their love and labor with all of us in the works that are shown here and in the Blue Pony exhibition. My hat's off to all of you. You have a wonderful exhibition being launched tonight. Brian asked that I talk just a moment about a personal journey with art in the medium of glass. I was a CEO in Silicon Valley for about 15 years, busy running a company, and my wife and I were enjoying attending all sorts of art exhibitions at our local San Jose, California Museum of Art, and along came a show like this that introduced us to glass. And out of that, we found a real love for having beautiful pieces of glass in our personal lives, in our home. And so we began collecting. And over the years, we realized that there were only 3 or 4 places in the world where there seemed to be a collection of artists who collaborated in this unique and challenging and even risky medium. And that would be Murano, and maybe the east coast of Sweden, and certainly the Pacific Northwest of the United States, and this interesting city of Adelaide, South Australia. Now, little did we know 15 years ago that we would live here and have a business here, but we certainly were enjoying the works made by artists who were living here, who have their own studios here, who've worked in the Jam Factory glass studio. And so when we decided to move to Australia and to South Australia and to live here on an ongoing basis 8 years ago, it was natural to want to get to know some of the artists that we've collected and enjoyed in our home. And certainly tonight, seeing quite a few of you here. Hi, Deb. We celebrate the fact that glass is an expression of art, is a medium for the expression of art, that I find, interestingly, in Australia, is probably not as well known, is not as well collected, is not as well recognized as I would have known it among my friends and associates in California for 25 years. And so I guess I would, as one message tonight, say, buy some of this glass. Enjoy it in your own life on a regular basis. We came here to follow a dream to start a tourism business, to have an international quality destination restaurant with some luxury guest rooms. And in January of 2005, we bought a country motel in the Barossa on Seppeltsfield Road. And after about a year of running the property just as it was, we closed and rebuilt it and named it for my grandmother, Louise, and named the restaurant Appellation. And I know from discussions tonight, many of you have dined at Appellation. I hope many of you will dine again at Appellation and plan to come and dine and stay for a night when you come to the Barossa. We decided that our love for glass would spill over into our business. And so as of this point in time, there are 8,019 pieces of glass in the Louise. Now, that needs some explanation. We have 15 guest rooms, and we've put a wonderful individual work in each guest room. We've created a niche that's well lit, that's reasonably safe, but to share something that we love with each of our overnight guests. We have 4 pieces in an Appellation restaurant, and about 5 years ago, we had a long chat with Deb Jones when she was running the glass studio here about making 8,000 clear glass pebbles that would be in a water slot that runs for 30 meters from our arrival drop-off point to the front door of the restaurant. And so there was a wonderful collaboration, Deb. Thank you for that. And I hope that the team that worked on that had as much joy as I think you personally had in creating that. Now, we're continuing this, and in this space, in January this year, Helen and I were walking through and enjoying the exhibition of those who were completing their working residencies here, and just above Brian, in the ceiling space here, was this wonderful cloud structure, cumulus humilis. And Helen and I were saying, something like that would make a glorious ceiling in a restaurant. And so we got in touch with Crystal Bridger, and we talked about, is it possible to make another one of those, but perhaps in honey and gold and off-white tones, a little different from the charcoals and the grays of the one that was here. And so we have engaged Crystal to make a custom sculpture for Appalachian Restaurant. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, we cut the ceiling out of Appalachian. We're currently closed for 4 weeks on the annual leave for our staff and the time of year that we do work at the property. And this week and continuing next week, Crystal and the team here are creating 84 globes similar to what's just in front of me that are going to be suspended from the ceiling in Appalachian. And we're very excited about the 25th of this month when she and a team come out to install that. And I hope that at some point, August, September, October, there's an evening when you'd like beautiful dinner and to come out and celebrate the glass from the Jam Factory in the Barossa. Thanks very much, Brian.